Hey everyone, it's Vonte.
And it's your girl, Nica B.
And welcome back to season 2 of The Drop. It's going to be such a good, fun time, guys. We are in our new home. We can't tell you exactly where it is yet, but you'll figure out in just a few short weeks once you tune in to ZNS Network. But today is going to be such a fun show that we have lined up for you guys. 2 guests, Shine Bahamas and Jonny Cake. Did you even know that there was a connection there?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and we're gonna find out all about that today in this episode. Well, I should say tonight. But Nica, tell me a little bit about the outfit inspiration. You know, it looks very good. Very,
looks festive,
what did it say? Very classy.
Very cutesy. Very demure. Yes. But I just want to start off first by saying, I really missed y'all. I miss working with Vonte.
Yes, and guess what? We actually ended the season without you.
Yeah, y'all.
I was saying Nica was on sick leave, and everyone was like, "Why are you saying this girl's sick?" Do you mind sharing what happened?
No.
We're just glad to have you back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. But for season 2, we have a lot of different tricks we're pulling out of our hats, a lot of different artists. We're not only interviewing artists, but we'll be interviewing some DJs. So it's a very fun season 2.
Yep. And so without further ado, let's get into the show, but right after this break. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching The Drop.
Covering the news seems easy, but we put thought into what we're doing. The Bahamas Tonight Access Now, here to inform, educate, and entertain. A new type of newscast featuring social media trends, news from around the islands, interviews with the people you like, sports, weather, and fabulous entertainment. That's a Bahamas Tonight Access Now with Marcellus Hall and LaDon Davis. Live, starting September 16th.
Hello, Ricky, this Jonny Cake. This Jonny Cake, man, listen, don't believe they're trying to keep us locked down. Everyone has go outside and kill man till I just rake it straight, man, that's sweet music. You know why they go there, it's kill man. Watch this. When the music plays, I'm the first one to dance. Sexy gal gon' whine on me while my rum in my hand. Reggae spread so sweet, don't think you understand. I go in to mash up the place every time I go by the farm. I always get catch, drinking till I lose and I wet. Nobody gon' watch me if I can't bad and I sweat. On your market set, drunk but I ain't missing a step. Man, if you ain't feel the vibe, then stay over there by yourself. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get all mad. When Reagan's great returns, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get all mad. Get him, Ricky! Just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get strapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Jonny Cake and say, just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get strapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Jonny Cake and say, just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get strapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Jonny Cake. When the music plays, I'm the first one to dance. Down at the regatta with some blue marlins in my pants. Reggae spread so sweet, don't think you understand. Man banging on woman banging back on a man. I always get catch, drinking till I lose and I wet. Nobody gon' watch me if I can't bad and I sweat. On your market set, drunk but I ain't missing a step. Man, if you ain't feel a vibe, then stay over there by yourself. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get all mad. When Reagan's great return, I can dance, I can sing, I can wave my flag. When Reagan's great return, I can drink all the rum, I can get all mad. Get him, Ricky! Just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get strapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Jonny Cake and say, just give me the Reagan's great. Beat that drum and scrape that rag. I get strapped inside Long Bay. I like to fish with Jonny Cake and say, just give me the...
Welcome back, everybody. We have our Artist of the Week in studio with us, and that is none other than Jonny Cake. how are you?
I'm doing well. Well as all. And yourself?
I am great. You know,
Great.
your name instantly made me want sauce. I
Yeah.
wanted sauce this morning for breakfast.
It's a delicacy. You should always have the one to be on my name.
So have you on the side, does it Jonny Cake?
Yeah, no problem. That's a big bull, though. If, you know what I'm saying?
You like it, yeah?
Yeah, if you get it on, that's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you.
So let's get right to it. Tell me who's Jonny Cake, or tell us who is Jonny Cake.
Jonny Cake is an all-around entertainer, more than an artist. I've been in music, entertainment, acting, hosting, and for as long as I can remember. Currently, right now, Jonny Cake is known as a Reagan Scrape artist, but before them, I did rap, I did R&B. Like I said, I did acting, commercials, anything when it comes to entertainment hosting. That's Jonny Cake, the fun guy that loves his culture and just loves to be around people and have a good time.
Okay, so you mentioned that you were a rapper before you went into Bahamian music. So what, that transition, like what made you go from rap straight into Bahamian music?
To be honest, rap is a hard market to break into when you from the island, you know, because you gotta remember when you're doing music, and especially rap is very competitive. So in a genre like that, you're competing against the world. You're not just competing against other Bahamian rappers and stuff like that. So that means you're going against Florida and Atlanta and New York, who already have millions of rappers and stuff like that. And during the time, social media wasn't as heavy as it is now for anybody to see it easy. So it's almost like, yeah, you doing your thing, but you got to figure what you can do, because we had very few more rappers make it out there. But when pandemic came, is when I got the opportunity to do Rake and Scrape. And when you do Rake and Scrape, it's be a star.
Yeah.
Easy it is.
Right, people selling across the
Easy,
stage.
it's just that's what it is. You know what I mean? So to make that transition was pretty much a good business move, but I had to do it, man, because like I said, rap is a hard industry to break into for me.
So, once again, on the transition, so you just felt that it was easier to go right into Rake and Scrape?
Yeah, because like I said, I always was more of a multi-genre artist, very versatile when it comes to music, what I did. So getting into that genre, I've been around the music. My dad was a DJ, so I've been around the music, you know what I mean?
Right.
All he played was Rake and Scrape and Golden Oldies. So I knew the music, I knew the artist, I knew the feel of it, you know what I'm saying?
That was home.
Yeah, it's a feeling. So when I got a chance to get on Rake and Scrape, thanks to Chad Young, shout out Chad Young, it just was easy for me, to tell you the truth.
Okay. So now let's talk about this name.
Uh-huh.
You were formerly known as Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro.
So from Rio de Janeiro to Jonny Cake.
Yes.
Let's talk.
It was a strategic move. At that time I was getting more into music business, you know, because a lot of artists just stick on the creative side of music, but they don't realize that you are an entity when you decide to be an artist. When you decide to register yourself and do all these things, it comes, a lot of things happen. Like now it's like copyright and this, and you can't be using certain people's name. And if you know what Rio de Janeiro is, that's a whole, I don't know if it's a city or a country, y'all don't, you know. It's a city. It's a city, right? I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So when I came to copyright, there was a lot of problems I had with copyrighting the name. So I decided that, hey, I need something that when people hear my name, they automatically know I'm Bahamian. You know what I mean? And it's something that's catchy and easily recognizable.
Your name automatically.
Yeah, like that was the main thing behind it. The name just popped up one day. My mom was cooking some sauce and she asked me if I wanted some Jonny Cake, and it was just like that sloppy moment, like, see ya. Jonny Cake. It's easy. You can mix with it. Cake, bread means money. Cake means money in the States. So when people hear my name in foreign, they be like, oh, cake, oh, you got cake, you got bread. You got, you know what I'm saying? So that was a little situation I did with that.
And the foodie and me just hungry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so
well, it is what it is.
What I'm thinking about. But I've listened to your music.
Yes.
And there's this one song that, if I call it name, well, people, I know you know. We talk about work husbands, we talk about work wives, but Jonny Cake has a song, Work Boyfriend.
Yes.
You experience being a work boyfriend? Or you have experience with a work wife? Like, where does the song come from? Or it's just the social media got to you and be like, people just have work husbands, work boyfriends, work husbands.
Let me put it like this, right? When you frequent the water hole, I don't know if you understand what it is, but the place where you get libations, you frequent people that have stories and have experiences that everybody share and speak about. And one story that I keep hearing is the one about either being someone work boyfriend or work girlfriend or work wife or work husband. And the culture with that is so crazy. I've seen it, I've been around it. And it's crazy to know that some people, you know, when you're on the job very long and you're away from that person for a while. And sometimes, you know, that person who really make you laugh, they might bring you some lunch, they might, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden when your other co-worker you see me like, oh, that's your little thing. No, that's just my work, you know? Because after work, it ain't, now I'm not speaking from experience. I know nothing of this. Nothing. Right? But it's the people who say this thing. So that's basically what the song is about. It came from a lot of people who had that experience about when they go to work, having that other person that they get a little bond with, but when you go home, that's it. Nothing more.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less.
So you have another song. Tell us about the Quota song.
Well, Quota is a song I actually put over the beat for Flickin' Road. The producer was shying for that. And it was basically about, you know, certain public, how do I put this without saying it, without getting in trouble so I don't get pulled over. But people who's pulling you over got to make a certain quota at the end of the month to make sure, you know what I'm saying, they get their money right. So if you're doing the wrong things on the road, they got to make sure pull you over for any little thing. Your bumper hanging, you're getting pulled over. You got a fly on your windshield, you're getting pulled over. Your car wrong color, you're getting pulled over. You know what I mean? And something that a lot of people was talking about, and like I said, a lot of my music comes from what the conversation is and the relevancy of what the people talking about. So when it came to that song, I just was sitting down at the computer. I was like, babe, I just got to talk with this one. I got to say something about it.
Sitting on your chest.
Yeah, it just, I speak. When I speak, my platform is the mic and it's able to go to a lot of people. So it's mainly about that, people feeling hurt like, come on, man, officer, man. You know it ain't that serious, but they gotta make that quota. They gotta make that corn, that libbies, that chips, that cake, that cheese, that bread. You know what I mean? All right, then. All right, then. So if you ain't know, get pulled over.
All right, let's talk about the music industry. How is that? How is that for you?
Well, right now, our music industry, well, when I first started, it was like kind of a little rocky, but right now, because we had certain bills and legislations that are coming in right now that protects us more as artists so that we are able to now, you know, gain certain royalties from music, from certain people and certain things like that, because a lot of people don't know that, you know, if I write a song and you sing my song, if someone paying you, someone gotta pay me. You know, it's simple. It's as simple as that. That's just the biz, because like I said, it's all about business. It's called the music business, like what you said, the music industry is still a business. So now that that's happened, I feel so a lot of more artists can be compensated for it, and it's going to make it a lot easier, you know what I mean? You can actually say like, hey, I might actually do this for a living. Because a lot of us still have like second jobs and stuff we have to do, but it's still, I would still say the climate of it, especially Rake and Scrape, it's amazing. I have a lot of fun with it, going to the different islands. A lot of people know the music. A lot of radio stations play the music. People act like, oh, nobody's listening to Rake and Scrape. Lies.
People's listening to Rake and Scrape.
You know, they listen and they get loose. And when Rake and Scrape playing, that's where people spend money. In case your promoters don't know that, you know, just make sure Rake and Scrape play.
All right. So we're gonna play a game. Let's get right into that.
Okay.
So the game is called the Whisper Challenge. I am going to whisper a song, and you have to tell me what song it says.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You could see, you could touch the glass.
I can see.
Okay.
I can see. I'm a boat man. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it.
All right, good,
That
good.
was it.
That
was it.
Okay, the Flickin' Road.
You so wrong.
No, that wasn't that?
That wasn't it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the song.
was- that
Okay, give me the next one. Give me the next one. When the music play, I'm the first one to dance. Jonny Cake. I know they in the song. That's
You fail. You fail. I think we need to wrap this up right now.
okay.
Now.
That's all right.
Right now.
I know the first one though.
Yeah, you good. You got an A+ on the first and everything else is like,
Yeah, sorry.
Well, Jonny Cake, we appreciate you for gracing us with your presence here on The Drop, and we look forward to more music and possibly another interview from you.
Thank you so much for that. And I'd like to say you definitely could check out Versatile Records. Gotta send a shout out to that. That is the studio that we're at. If you're looking to do music, if you're looking to do Rake and Scrape, R&B, rap, anything, check out Versatile Records. Your boy Jonny Cake is being there, Shine is being there, all kind of artists is being there. Come to Versatile Records and be the artist that you want to be. Also, you can follow me at Jonny Cake Dread, JonnyCakedred for music, videos, and merch. All right? Yeah, you say.
You funny, you know. You funny, bad.
Clint Watson has been the trusted voice of journalism for over 2 decades. He is your first choice for hard-hitting discussions, your best choice for current affairs issues and investigative journalism. It's time to start the journey of relentless journalism. It's time to start the journey of facts over fiction. It's time for the Rundown with Clint Watson here on ZNS, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Well, welcome back to The Drop, everyone. We are so excited again to have you a part of Season 2. Right now in The Drop studio, we have the man himself. It's Shine. Welcome to The Drop, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Shine, I want to talk a little bit about your year. It's been crazy, from Independence, World Relays, like you just basically every year. Just tell us a little bit about how 2024 has been for you.
Man, 2024 been crazy. Like from the start, releasing music. My first release was in January. That took off. And then, we had World Relays, Independence.
What was that like, the World Relays in the middle of that field? That was beautiful, by the way.
Yeah. Nerve-wracking too.
Yeah.
But I mean, World Relays was cool. I got to perform on an international stage in the Bahamas, so it was world. Everybody saw it around the world, and I just was.
I know you just mentioned that international stage. How important is that for a Bahamian artist?
Oh man,
like yourself?
that's very important. I mean, the Bahamas is big thing. Regardless, we're doing pretty good in sports and acting and all kind of other stuff, and for our music to be showcased on the international stage, that's a big deal. Yeah.
And you also had that release early in January. Anything else coming out this year? What you working on? What's the last few months been like?
Well, the last few months, I just recently opened up a studio this year, Versatile Records.
Congratulations.
I've been working with a lot of artists such as Jonny Cake, Mama D, a lot of new artists, a lot of musicians as well, who I have as good friends in the studio. But we have one more release this year. Me and Jonny Cake doing a little feature this year, hopefully in the next few weeks.
I wanna shift gears a bit. For some time we've had that older generation of Bahamian artists. And I don't really want to say that they're old, but the Sweet Emily's, people, Gino D's, the Funky D's, and we appreciate them, right?
Sure.
But how important is it? Or rather, would you say that we're now in a renaissance of Bahamian music?
Well, I mean, shout out to all the legends and the
For sure.
Of course, many of the Bahamian artists now, growing up listening to them, and I just feel good to be a part of taking the music forward. And all of them, they give sound advice for younger artists and musicians and producers such as myself. So, yeah. We're in a good space.
What type of tips and tricks, or what type of things that you've added to Rake and Scrape? What new things that these new artists are using? We have the storytelling and all that. There's regular Rake and Saw, but I understand now you're getting a little more technical and all that.
We kind of like, putting I wouldn't say a modern, I could say a modern vibe to it. It's still Rake and Scrape. We're still using the elements such as the tom-tom, the saw, but the lingo or the lyrics are kind of delivered different now. And then, like you say, back then it was kind of more storytelling. They'd have more like 4 verses. Now it's kind of like you get a hook, 2 verses, a chorus, because the attention span now in our time kind of short. So you don't
just call us dumb.
No, I didn't say dumb, but I mean the reality is it's kind of short.
Agreed.
And if you don't catch persons in a minute and 30 seconds, then
that's it.
Swipe up.
Yeah, I mean, I want to ask you this question. This may get you in a little bit of trouble, but do you think now, with using the different tricks that new artists have at their vantage point, and also just the writing the songs differently, do you think now Rake and Scrape has a more international appeal to it?
It always had an international appeal, don't get me wrong, but like I say, the space and time we in now, it does. We have more younger persons now flocking to Rake and Scrape. You see more younger persons actually to the events. They had the saying that Rake and Scrape dying, but it's actually not, and we have the data to prove that. put me in a good space in terms of sound, in terms of delivery, in terms of lyrics, and hype. All this, you put all that in the pot.
Yeah.
That's what we have now.
Do you think there's been enough though?
I don't think it's been enough. I think it could be more. I encourage all younger artists now to like put your foot on the gas. Like, this is the time. You don't want to be lazy in this time. And I think once you do that, it'll work right out for you.
All right, I want to shift gears now. We're going to play a little game. This one is called Drop Association. Right?
Wow.
If you're familiar with word association, it's kind of the same thing.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a word. I'm going to give you 10 seconds.
Wow.
And you need to sing a song using that word. Or the song lyrics must have that word in it.
Okay.
You need to breathe or you got it?
No, let's go.
All right. The first word is free.
I can do gospel?
Yeah.
I am free.
Uh-huh.
Praise the Lord, I'm free. No longer bound.
Okay.
No more chains holding me.
I didn't know you were gonna sing that on the stage.
No, I don't sing like that on stage.
You gotta give the viewers a little mini performance, man. Come on, man.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do it on the next one.
Next one. All right. Next word is you.
You. It's so much.
You didn't know the time, man. You didn't know the
I
time.
want to bust Soldier Boy just now. You. I mean,
All right. Last one. Bahamas.
Bahamas. Oh, that easy. Look at the Bahamas. Tell me what you see. A beautiful sunshine sparkling in the sea. A country blessed through all its history. We pause to celebrate our golden jubilee. A nation built on hospitality, our culture, our people, one legacy,
Bing.
Bahamas.
Bing. Bing. Shine so much for coming on the Drop Studio. Before you leave, any words for any young artists that may be watching you and seeing what you've been doing?
Keep the gas on. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't get the right answer, don't take that as a no. Sometimes no don't means no. That just means kind of like take another avenue. But I encourage everybody to learn the business.
Make that money.
Learn the business is very important. And then just keep the passion.
Yeah, definitely. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Drop. This is Shine. He's signing off right now.
All right, so My Bahamas was actually a song that was rejected. I entered that in this competition for Independence, the 50th Independence
Jubilee, Golden Jubilee.
Along with Elkin 360. Of course, they
The two of them.
all two.
Yeah.
They said no. And like I say, sometimes no don't means no. So I released it anyway, and those two songs was the most two songs played during that time. And I got the inspiration. I actually produced that song in 4 days.
My Bahamas. Let's go. Look at the Bahamas. Tell me what you see. A beautiful sunshine sparkling in the sea. A country blessed through all its history. We pause to celebrate our golden jubilee. A nation built on hospitality. Our culture, our people, one legacy. Bahamas, oh Bahamas, Bahamas, oh my Bahamas, Bahamas, oh Bahamas, Bahamas, oh my Bahamas. I went to one just yesterday. The crowd them rushing like in Spain. Exuma beach is far too sweet. The swimming pigs like meat and green. The conch them down in Abaco. You won't believe how big they grow. The fishing good in Bimini. Catch yellowtail abundantly. Look at the Bahamas, tell me what you see. A beautiful sunshine sparkling in the sea. A country blessed through all its history. We pause to celebrate our golden jubilee. A nation built on hospitality. Our culture, our people, one legacy. Bahamas, oh Bahamas, Bahamas, oh my Bahamas. making drums, combined with cowbells making fun. And don't forget the rake and scrape. We'll have you dancing till daybreak. I need to make you all aware, no other country can compare. Look at the Bahamas, tell me what you see. A beautiful sunshine sparkling in the sea. A country blessed through all its history. We pause to celebrate our golden jubilee. A nation built on hospitality. Our culture, our people, one legacy.
Welcome back. You're watching The Drop, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the end of our show. It's been such a good time, Nica, don't you say?
It's been a good ride.
Yeah?
It's been a good ride.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Jonny Cake made me extremely hungry because I wanted salsa breakfast this morning. I didn't know I was going to be interviewing him.
Yeah.
But it's been a good ride today.
You know how crazy it is? You wanted sauce for breakfast, and you wanted Jonny Cake, but you also wanted it at the sunshine. You get it?
No, I
So you wanted Jonny Cake at sunshine.
Vonte, I slow as molasses on a cold winter morning. You
We
have to do better.
interview shine, so you wanted Jonny Cake
Yeah.
at the sunshine.
Yeah, for real.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on. That was stale. I embarrassed. If we can cut that, please. Okay, I guess we can cut it. But it's been a crazy and amazing ride, and this season promises to be just that.
Yep,
Yep.
most definitely.
We're gonna have, like Nica said, we're not only talking to the artists, we're talking to the DJs. We're also gonna be introducing a new segment that you may want to tune into. But overall, it's gonna be a good time.
It's going to be a good time, and I would not leave here without saying we will be interviewing more females this season.
Oh yeah,
So, ladies,
yeah.
you're with us.
Yeah, right. But I mean, Nica, we never really got to really close out the season how we wanted to. I want to ask you from last season, which was your favorite moment?
I think my favorite moment from last season was when I interviewed Wendy. I really like that. I really like that interview that day. Getting to know her, you know, it was just fun. You know, the games and everything. So
Yeah.
I think that was the highlight of my season. What about you?
Shout out to Wendy. My favorite episode would have to be. Don't judge me. If you know me, you know. It was when we went to Winkies. that was such a good time, on and off the camera.
Yes.
And then we had our first performance there.
Yes,
Our first live performance, Puzzle.
Puzzle.
Yeah, tripping.
Yeah, Puzzle did his thing, did his big one.
Yeah, and sometimes I still go back and actually watch the episode. And so that's a little note there that you could go on YouTube, but you could watch some old episodes of The Drop if you want to.
Yep.
But I mean, for now, we just have to end it there.
Yep, we do.
Until next week, that is.
Until next week, we are back.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of The Drop. That was awkward.
Very
But please do come again on The Drop, where the vibes never stop.
And the rhythm keeps flowing.
I'm Vonte.
I'm Nica B.
See you next week. Ooh, of The Drop.
Should use that, it'll be rude.
No, the lighter head. Oh.